And one of the things that I was realizing is the media is a little bit like the weatherman, not so bad at telling you what is going on right now. Like I can look outside and go overcast or whatever, but
Right.
not so good at forecasting into the
No.
future. Welcome to the Timbits and Tacos Real Estate Podcast with me, Wendy Pauls, and my good friend and fellow agent, Rick Parks. I wanted to take just a couple minutes and update you and anyone watching on what's going on in the market here in Waterloo Region. I find it interesting. I don't know if you have this experience, how quickly the market can change. Like
Good
on the
and
ground.
bad, both
Good,
ways. It's
yes, good
crazy. Oh
and
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
in a market
obvious,
like Waterloo, um, it's I don't know. It's the big cities. I think they're way more
Mhm.
volatile. They move much quicker, and I think it's a
Yes,
supply and demand issue more than anything else.
totally. And
Yeah.
for us, we're directly impacted by what happens in GTA. It may not be exactly what's going on there, but we're definitely like impacted by it. So
Right.
this is top of mind for me because I've literally felt the shift. Like when you're out showing houses, when you're putting in offers, and things start to change, prices start to change. You know, it goes from feeling good about putting in an offer at list price and
Yeah.
thinking you'll probably get it,
Yeah.
and then you're outbid on a firm offer at asking price.
Right.
And I thought, when did that happen? So it's just, so quickly. So I just took a quick look at some sort of figures to give people some context. So the other thing is the media always likes to focus on the negative.
Always.
And one
Yeah.
of the things that I was realizing is the media is a little bit like the weatherman, not so bad at telling you what is going on right now. Like I can look outside and go overcast or whatever, but
Right.
not so good at forecasting into the
No.
future.
No, because they're only
Lots
going
of
to pick up on
mistakes.
the negative potential trends. I've never heard
Yes.
a news station say, "Well, be excited, people, because in the coming future, your property values are going to increase by 3.5%, matching inflation."
Exactly.
Yeah,
So we've been getting a lot of like, scary stuff, a lot of talk of recession for a while now. So, but in our region here, we have had prices inching up since December. So all of this year so far, the prices have been going up month by month. But again, the news focuses more on the year over year, which
yeah.
is which is quite a drop because we peaked last February.
And we do the
So
same thing. We've had the same drop here. Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
And have your prices been inching
Our
up?
prices are
Have they been?
continuing to go up, but our overall sales have dropped about 30%.
Yes, that's true. Same here. So I did take a look. So in March, our average price for a residential home, so that's factoring like all of them, whether it's a townhouse or a single family, the average was 779,000
Yeah,
average
yeah,
price. The average days on market, this one's interesting to show you how crazy the market was.
yeah.
So the 5-year average here, which will sound really fast to you because you have a longer
Yeah.
sales cycle. 5-year average is 15 days.
Okay.
Back in March of last year, we were 8 days average on market.
Wow.
Crazy. And right now we're at about 19. So, but
Okay.
I actually think that's going to change, like when we're going to see April. Like I
Yeah.
think we've sped up in April.
Right.
I
So you're
think
going to come
prices
back down
have
to the
gone up.
12, 13, 14 range type scenario.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. Because what we're noticing is we're getting back into a lot of multiple offer situations. So, we had a team meeting yesterday, and, several people on the team working with buyers are updating kind of daily. Okay, I've got, offers in on this property, and updating. Okay, we lost on this one. We lost on this one. Oh, we got this one.
Yeah.
So it's back to that crazy game. Now that tends to be in the lower price range, not necessarily the homes over $1 million. Um, that said, I have brought clients offers on a couple $1 million homes and was competing. So
Right.
just because they're the higher price points doesn't mean there's not competition. So we can feel that spring market kind of heating up again.
Right.
The buyers waited patiently, and
when's your hot market?
now
Okay.
spring
So
market
starting
is our
now through
hottest
until
market.
September.
It'll slow down in the summer because
Okay.
the difference here is we only have a couple months of really
So
nice
you were out of
weather.
here. Yeah, I know you're heading to the cottage or you're
So
going wherever. Yeah.
we have a lot of people vacationing and stuff. So I think last year, yeah, August was pretty slow. Um, so yeah, we'll be pretty steady till June. Yeah, July and August will slow down a little bit as people vacation and then pick up again kind of September, October, November, a
Got it.
little slower in December for the holidays again.
Yeah.
So yes, part of our busyness right now is like a typical trend, but I think another thing impacting the current market is so last year we had 7 interest rate hikes by the central bank.
Wow. Yeah.
And that freaks people out. Of course it does, right? Like
Yeah.
what's going on? We had one in January of this year, but the last two they've held. So I think people are
What?
feeling that
So
stabilizing effect.
on a 5 year fixed, what am I looking at? 6.5%.
I think so, but I'm trying to recall because I know some 5 years had actually started to come down a little bit, which is a really good sign also
So you're getting back into
that
the
they're.
five type numbers.
I think we're probably still above 6, but I would have to check the current rate. But
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
quite
Very
a bit
interesting.
different considering my daughter and son-in-law got their mortgage for
Two.
under 2%.
Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think my
which is
daughter
just
and her husband did very similar type numbers. Yeah, they were very
yeah,
they got it right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So for people wondering, if the market has hit bottom, so to speak, if it's a good time to get out there and buy, I would think that it's pointing to it's a good time
Right.
because prices should continue to climb,
And
and
you made a great
once
point that you can't look year over year in
right.
this situation. I mean, you guys have loved and enjoyed these 2 to 3% mortgage rates for the last 5 years or so. But I think you and I
um
both remember going
yeah,
back, that 7, 8, 9% was not
yeah,
that odd of a number,
right,
you know, and that's not too long ago. We're talking, 20 or
no,
30 years.
exactly.
Um, so, what you're experiencing right now, what would be your advice if I were going to come to you and say, "Hey, Wendy, I want to buy a house. Do I go on an ARM, a variable rate? Do I go? Do I lock in for 5 or do I lock in for 2? Do you think which way do you think the trend of these mortgage rates are going to roll?"
What I would tell you, Rick, is I would say I'm going to leave the financing to the mortgage experts, and they will
Oh, I thought I
absolutely
was going to
give
get
you
you
the
with a
best
great answer.
advice.
All right, I was giving you an opportunity. Put it on a plate.
they're, but they're in the trenches in that space, and they're watching the trends much more closely than I am.
Right.
I take what they say, and I take their summaries, and I take their advice. That's their space. But I would say, watching what's happening in the market, here's the thing: prices are, as low as they're going to be, I think, for a while. So
Yeah.
get in now. There, the interest rates should be coming down in the near future. So you're buying at a lower price. And as long as you can qualify right now, then you can expect that those interest rates are going to come down at least a bit.
Yeah.
So that's a great situation to be in
Well,
if
it
we can
sounds to
find
me
out.
like your market is hot. It's moving forward again. Any sort of blip that
Yes,
you experienced around Christmas time is pretty much gone.
I'm
And
hoping so.
there's no real reason why the market's not going to continue to grow. Maybe not aggressively as we saw last year,
Yeah,
but it's going to continue now in an upward movement as opposed to even a
it
stagnant movement.
seems that way.
Good. Well,
Yes.
then now it's time to buy.
Now is the time to buy. It's a great time to buy and a great time to plan your next vacation or.
Oh, come visit. Tacos are on me.
Okay, sounds great. Okay, adios
And
and
goodbye.
goodbye.
Bye bye.